All right, thanks, Chris. We are continuing to keep up to date on the shooting that happened at the Old West End Festival Saturday.
Yeah, city leaders held a news conference earlier today giving us updates on where the investigation currently stands. And Megan Hartnett, she joins us live from One Government Center this afternoon.
Megan, do you have any updates on the victims so far?
9 of the 12 victims have been released from the hospital, and no one is still in critical condition. Toledo Police Chief Mike Trenley says of the 12 people who were shot, 3 of them are believed to be intentionally targeted, while the rest were bystanders. He says the incident was a dispute between 2 rival groups that escalated, leading to shots being fired from inside the festival's beer garden area and from the sidewalk. He says police are looking for 2 men between the ages of 18 and 24. The police chief says multiple people have been brought in for questioning, but no arrests have been made. He says 2 firearms have been recovered that are believed to be connected to Saturday's shooting. One of those was found during a search at a central Toledo home yesterday. Chief Trenley says even though the department is looking at some staffing shortages, conversations are going to be had next week to look at how to keep up community policing.
How do we redesign it to make sure that we have enough officers out there in the street giving that core service like you saw on Saturday and being available to try to not only respond to crime but prevent crime, because us doing proactive policing is so important to try to get those guns off the street, try to make sure that they're not in the hands of individuals like those on Saturday that are intent on doing harm to our community.
Toledo's Mayor Wade Kapsakavich says conversations are also being had to make sure that future community events are kept safe, like Watershed Weekend, which is starting this Thursday. He says people should feel comfortable and safe when they come to downtown or anywhere in the city. Reporting in downtown Toledo, Megan Hartnett, WTOL 11.
Today's press conference brought together leaders from the city and Lucas County. City Council President Vanice Williams said she fears for the city's future when crimes like this happen, and she's praying for the victims' recovery. Mayor Wade Kapsakavich called for accountability within families.
Among the responses you could see coming from City Hall could be attempts to strengthen parental accountability for events that happen in our community. I think there is a role going forward for young people. They have to be accountable for their actions.
The mayor also announced plans to resume the Old West End Festival in late summer or September. The final day of the festival, Sunday, was canceled after the shooting Saturday. The entire press conference from today is available on WTOL 11 streaming app and our YouTube page. All you have to do is scan that QR code so you can watch.
Now, we continue to hear from witnesses who were close to the action on Saturday. This witness is not new to Toledoans. He first went viral 4 years ago for his humorous videos involving TPD officers. Now, he's catching some flack on social media for a graphic video that he posted. Anthony DeFilippo, he spoke with the quote-unquote nosy neighbor Deontay Moss today and joins us in studio with more. Anthony?
Jeff, Deontay Moss has gained national recognition for a video he posted on Facebook capturing the seconds after shots rang out. It shows a man walking down the street of the Old West End neighborhood with blood on his back and side. Moss is trying to clear the air today after a lot of negative comments, mostly accusing him of trying to gain fame, forced him to take his video down. He explains that he was shooting a different piece of content for his social media, where he has about 170,000 Facebook followers, and then shots rang out in the middle of it. He kept recording for his own safety, and it took Moss a second to realize in all the pandemonium and people running past him who he was even walking next to.
He's running next to me, but I don't see it, but somebody points out, and I don't think he saw it, or he knew, but somebody points out, have you been hit? And he looks, and they tell him to sit down, and the nurse runs right into care to help.
And Moss says after the recording ended, he went to get police officers to assist the injured man. He says he's thankful all 12 people injured in the shooting are expected to survive. At 6, we'll hear more about Moss's response that night. Reporting in studio, Anthony DeFilippo, WTOL 11.
All right, thanks, Anthony. Following the recent violence, leaders at one organization say necessary conversations need to happen with the youth about trauma.
And not only that, but about safety and how to speak up when they need to. Anna Miller joins us in with more. She's in the newsroom tonight. What she heard about a program that, as fate would have it, is actually starting up this week. Anna?
Jeff, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Northwestern Ohio is kicking off its summer Empowering Future Leaders program this week. More than 50 young people are taking part in conversations about leadership, life skills, and personal growth. And as the community continues to process the shooting at the Old West End Festival, organizers say programs like this gives kids a safe place to talk, learn, and be heard. The Empowering Future Leaders program was already on the calendar this week at the Wayman Palmer YMCA. But after a weekend marked by gunfire at the Old West End Festival, its message may feel even more relevant. The program, run through Big Brothers Big Sisters of Northwestern Ohio, brings together more than 50 young people for conversations about leadership, life skills, career development, and cultural competency. For organizers, the goal is simple: give young people a safe place to talk, process what they see around them, and build the tools to navigate life's challenges.
This is long overdue. Our kids are lost because they have no true path to follow, unfortunately. Programs like this and other programs that's taking place in Toledo are essential to reconnect with our youth.
The students are divided into 3 age groups. Each group meets separately, allowing leaders to tailor conversations to what young people are experiencing and how they're feeling. And that starts with listening.
We need to understand our youth and what trauma they may be experiencing. And so we kind of meet them where they are. If we see a young person angry, and we don't no longer say why you're doing that. We ask what happened, and then we start the healing process from there.
Dr. Whitfield says the program also teaches young people how to respond safely when they witness violence, who to turn to for help, and why it's important not to accept these events as normal.
Education on why this takes place and how we can prevent it. The most important thing is to let them know that even though you see it, it's not the norm outside of your community.
Organizers say the lessons go far beyond 1 week or one event. They're about helping young people develop the communication, decision-making, and problem-solving skills they'll need for the rest of their lives. And in a city searching for answers to violence, they believe those conversations have to start early. Now, the program is 7 weeks long, and it is in its 5th year. Reporting in the newsroom, Anna Miller, WTOL 11.
Stay with WTOL 11 on air and online for updates to this developing story. You can find extended stories and interviews right now on our website, WTOL.com. Download WTOL 11 Plus for your TV as well and watch for free.